Dorian, I'm awfully glad that you're all right.
Well, they're going to insist I have a CAT scan, but yes, we're both all right. We have a lot to be grateful for.
I guess I was right. The brakes were faulty, huh?
You're always right, and I'm sure that the police will verify that when they check over your car.
You know, the last thing I remember is arguing with you about Charlie.
And so you want us to pick up our discussion from where we left off when the brakes failed?
No, Dorian, no. I want to thank you. I understand that you saved my life. I am so grateful to you. And I think maybe that means there is hope for us yet.
Viki, I have a confession to make.
You have a confession to make?
Yes.
Dorian, it's been a long day, to say the least.
Viki, I am about to bare my soul to you, unless, of course, you don't feel equipped to handle that.
Well, that depends, doesn't it?
On what?
Is this confession designed to make me feel better, or you?
You think this is some sort of selfish act on my part? After what I did for you tonight?
Dorian, I know what you did for me. That's why I wanted to see you.
You were dead as the proverbial doornail. If it were not for my intervention, you would be downstairs in a drawer with a tag tied to your toe.
How vivid.
How true.
I know I owe you for saving my life. And I thank you.
You're welcome. And I'm sure if the shoe were on the other foot, you would have done the same for me.
Well, I would certainly never want you to die. And I suppose if you have something you want to tell me, the least I can do is to hear you out.
Are you sure? Because just a few moments ago, you naturally assumed that anything I would say to you would have to be self-serving.
Well, Dorian, I can only go from past experience, you know? Your confessions have a way of evolving into diatribes. Do you remember the last time we tried this? You wound up telling me my life had lost its meaning?
Yes. But the way that you reacted just proved that I was dead right. You went off to find yourself. And then you came back and you regaled us all with stories about how wonderful everything was. Waitressing at that quaint little diner. You found Charlie. I'm responsible for all of that.
So you did me a favor. And now you're going to do me another one.
No. I'm going to keep a promise to make things right with you. And that promise means that I've got to tell you the truth about me and Charlie.
Dorian, what is the truth?
Charlie and I did not get drunk together that night, and we certainly didn't go to bed together.
I see.
He didn't say all those terrible things about you that I led you to believe. In fact, he always speaks of you very kindly, even lovingly.
Why did you tell me all those lies to begin with?
You know very well why.
To hurt me.
To get you off my back.
So what really happened? I mean, why did Charlie get drunk that night?
Charlie, don't.
Down the hatch.
Why does it matter why Charlie got drunk? I mean, how, for that matter? For goodness sakes, sometimes a person is just faced with a situation and they find themselves making a decision that they then profoundly regret. It doesn't make them a bad person.
Are you still talking about Charlie? Or yourself?
I did not bring you back to life to have you taunt me with all the terrible things that you think that I have done to you. It's bad enough that Mel does that.
Mel?
Yes, Mel.
Do you talk to Mel?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. Sometimes. Don't you talk to Ben?
Oh, yes. Oh, I do, yeah.
Sometimes I feel his presence, especially when I'm facing a difficult situation, and usually it's involving you.
I wonder why that is.
Well, Mel always said that I should find some common ground with you.
Well, you know, Dorian, he was right, and he managed to make that happen. We were not always at each other's throats, you know.
I just want to tell you that I think that you are brave beyond belief.
Dorian, you have never looked more beautiful in your entire life.
I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
So, what do you want to do?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I love that joke. Do you know that it is absolutely remarkable how much you and I have in common?
I'd forgotten about that herb tea.
Got any left?
I think I've got a little hidden away for a special occasion.
My death, huh?
No. Believe it or not, I'm very grateful that you're alive. You know, in those moments when you were actually gone, I felt as if I had lost my best friend. And I know that we have never been anything close to being friends.
Well, you could say that.
So I suppose that has to mean that our relationship does have some good to it, and that I would miss it.
I see what you mean. I think Mel would too.
For Mel.
For Mel.
You know, he always said that he thought I should live my own life and stop living my life in reaction to yours.
I really hope you can do that. Dorian, thank you.
You're welcome.